Well, hello there. So I had a plan of what I was going to do for a video today. That got thrown completely out the door. Going a whole different route today. But one thing I realized that I really haven't done is take the time to introduce myself. So I thought I would do that before I get started today. So my name is Dale. I go by the name Greyhound in a couple different communities. I live in Wyoming, and I am a member of a couple different preparedness groups. We have our local group, Campbell County Preparedness, and then I'm also a member of American Contingency. I am the Wyoming State Coordinator for that organization. If you are interested in preparedness at all or just curious, go check out AmericanContingency.com. Great organization, lots of people. We have people in every state. So there's probably a group or other people close to you. If there's not a group, start a group. If that's not what interests you, that's fine. Hey, do you do you. So people have asked me questions of why lockpicking in relation to preparedness. And to me, that is a matter of the more arrows you have in your quiver, the better off you are, right? For me, it comes down to if I have this skill set, it allows me to test various locks that I have and I'm relying on to find out, are they any good? Are they worth having? Or are they just cheap junk that anybody could get by very quickly and easily? As well as having a skill set that I might be able to use in an emergency situation to help the community, if that were the case, to help myself, to wherever you may want to use it. Just remember that be legal, only unlock locks that you own or that you have explicit permission to own and that are not in use, because you can damage a lock to the point where it can't be opened. All right, so having done that, let me move a few things out of the way and get to what I really am out to do today. So I've been looking around trying to find a company or companies for American Contingency to partner with for lockpicking tools, equipment, supplies that we can list on our website and sell to our members. I've contacted a few different sites, had some mixed results from several. Then I reached out and was able to speak with Southern Specialties. And I spoke with Jeff down there. Had a pretty good back and forth with him via email. And he was, I'll work with you. I'll help you guys out, hook you up a little bit. So I worked with my local guys in Wyoming, and we placed our first order. I'm working on some more currently, see what we can do. So I wanted to go over that order and what we got from them and what I think of the tools. So here's the box that showed up. And we'll just start rolling our way through it. So this is a leather case with some tools in it. I'm going to save that one for a bit because that one's a little bit more unusual. Some tension wrenches. I'll dig into those. I had asked about some possibility of some tools for training. And man, he did not let me down there. He sent tons and tons of, I believe what he referred to as seconds for lock picking for when I do classes. I've done one in-person class. I want to do some more. Outstanding. There's another little set of picks that I picked up. So these are what they call their elephant trunk picks. So if we can see that on those. They come in a .016, .020, and .025 thickness. And these are what they're referred to as a elephant trunk. So you can see this edge here, and it's got a little bit of a sharp hook at the base of that. I've played with this just briefly. I like it so far. It allows you to really feel and hit each of the pins and stop on the pin. to work your way through the locks. So I'm looking forward to playing with those. After I've used those a little bit and gotten a little more familiar with them, I'll do another little more in-depth video on what my thoughts are on those. They came in plastic accordion tube. Those. One of the other members ordered this kit, which is their entry, their starter kit. So this came with an instruction book. I'm going to walk you through, teach you how it works. Very good illustrations going through this book. It looks great. Describes the different tools, describes the lock, pin and tumbler system, how it works, what they look like, different techniques to do to get your basic picking rolling. So, very good book. Considering this entry kit is like $7, pretty sweet. In the kit, it comes with a total of 4 picks. Comes with a short hook, a half diamond, a snake rake or S rake, and a ball rake. So that kind of struck me as a little bit odd with this kit. Coming with these for an entry kit, it didn't come with a good tri-peak or quad rake, which I think is pretty crucial in a beginner's kit, because that's what a new user really needs. And on a lot of the low-end locks, you're not going to single pin pick, you're just going to rake it. So you want a quality rake. But the tools feel very nice. They are single thickness handles, so they are a little on the thin side, but that's pretty normal. Not a problem there. So when I was looking at this kit that he wanted to order, I thought, he really needs a rake. So I looked around on the site, and you can buy individual rakes from their website. So I went out there to the individual rakes, and I grabbed him a tri-peak and a quad rake to go with the kit. These were $2 a piece, so not bad price-wise, but that really completes that starter kit and gives you a much better kit. And it's like I mentioned with a lot of these entry paddle locks, having the ability to rake it just works much better, and having a better rake. You have the snake rake in here. These, as I understand, are more for kinetic raking, where you apply your tension, you put this in, you rip it out, unlock the lock. I have not had very good luck doing that yet, so I'm still learning. But that's the entry-level kit. Nice kit, really like it. Came with a neat little patch of their logo. And then the other item that was purchased was this book, Tactical Lockpicking Volume 1, Foundations. Man, this is really a pretty amazing book. I mean, very high quality photos in here showing what it's doing. Very detailed on the pin layouts. Showing tons of different techniques, leashy tools, picking, tensioning, talks about a lot. This book looks really good. Like I said, man, great images to go along with the text to really help you understand what it is you're doing. So, very cool. Great products from what I'm seeing so far here, guys. I really like it. So, one thing I did want to show real quick is these were thrown into the kit. This, I believe, is their Longhorn pick set. I have a set already of these, and I really, really like them. You have your long end for bottom of keyway picking, your short end for top of keyway. I don't know if you can see that. The top end is notched, which allows you to do this at the top of the keyway, down low enough to get it out of the way of your pins. You can still get in to pick your pins. One thing that I will say, so here's another Z-bar tension wrench that I have from another kit. This is from Sparrows. And I'm going to see if I can show you this. I don't know if that's going to focus well enough for you to see the ends of those. One thing I've noticed with the tools from Southwest, or Southern Specialties rather, sorry, is they are very finished. All the edges are smooth. Everything is really, really nice. This one from Sparrows, these edges are crazy sharp. It's just the metal was folded out and just snipped off, and that's how they're shipped. Not real good attention to detail in my book. Kind of shocking, actually. These are outstanding, and all of the tools that I've messed with so far here are the same way. So these elephant trunks, these are a sandwiched handle, so they're a little thicker. Everything matches up just beautifully. Everything is smooth. Everything has been very finely polished. Really, really neat tools. One thing that I did notice in this kit, in all of the stuff he sent me for the training stuff, one that was thrown in here is one of these ripple handled. I've seen these on his site. I didn't order any of those yet. So I was really excited to see one of these in here so I could kind of see what I thought of that. And, you know, it's smooth enough material like any of the picks that I don't really know that it's going to give you much better grip, but it does feel really nice in the hand. I like that. I'm probably going to look to get some of that style of pick to add into my collection at some point. But like I said, man, tons and tons of training picks. So I can put these out on the table, let people pick with them. They can bend them, break them, whatever. Because when you're new and you're starting out, that's going to happen. But outstanding. I can't thank Southern Specialties enough for the amount of tools that they threw into the bag and for working with us on as they have. So this other kit that I bought came in this little case. I don't know if you can see down here. It's got their logo embossed on it. Decent little leather case. Inside of here is a kit that they refer to as the Force. So it goes after a Star Wars theme. So very interesting handle designs on these. Let's get these all laid out. I haven't seen anybody show a video talking about these at all, so I thought, oh, what the heck? Let's talk about them. So there you can see them. And as you can see, they have a rather interesting handle design. These are a Star Wars themed pick set, so that's where they're coming up with the Force. You've got your standard picks. Then you have these double-ended, which I refer to on the site as the Sith picks. They're double-ended rakes. There's two of those. One is a Bogota style, and one is just a standard quad and quint rake. And then it came with 3 tension wrenches, and these are top of keyway wrenches. So pop me up here at the top. Again, you get good access into the keyway to work on your pins for single pin picking. And there are 3 of them. Let's see if I can get this to line up. Hopefully you can see this. In 3 different thicknesses to fit into 3 different keyways. And then each end is slightly different as well. One's a little longer, one's a little shorter on the tab for insertion. So depending on the type of lock that you have, that's what you get to go in there. Like I said, as I work with some of these locks or some of these picks, I'll do some additional videos later on giving my thoughts and feedback on them. But I can tell you right now, just the detail, how everything is smoothed out. There's not a sharp edge to be found on any of these. I am really, really impressed with these locks, or with these picks. I'm really excited about these elephant trunks to play with those. That's one thing that I've struggled with as I've gotten up into some of a little bit higher end locks, is single pin picking and feeling the individual pins. The study materials, the books, they look outstanding. I think these will be great materials as well. So I'm super excited, super happy. These are really interesting. we'll see how these go. I may try and play around and see what I can come up with to add as a handle on here of some sort, but I don't want to give away the aesthetic of the pick, so we'll see what I can do with that. Might be an interesting time playing with those. That's all I've got for that side of this equipment, guys. This came all from Southern Specialties. Their website is lockpicktools.com. I'll have the link to that down below. I'll also include a link to American Contingency. Check us out, see what you think. And like I said, I will be following up with more thoughts as I work more on this. And again, Jeff over at Southern Specialties, huge shout out. Thank you so much for your help and your assistance in this. And I look forward to putting on many classes and sharing my thoughts more and more as we go. All right, that's all I've got, guys. Thank you much. And remember, only pick locks you own, only pick locks that are not in use. This is for legal lockpicking only. On the other side of that, just keep on digging, and eventually you'll get an open. Later.